Hey, everybody. It's Latricia. Welcome to Power to Emerge, your emerging moment for today. I wanted to stop and get this out because what I'm finding is that as leaders, we all have some of the same challenges. So, you know me, I am your transformational speaker. I am your author and I am your facilitator of discovery. And I love working with leaders who are developing, who are growing, and who are emerging, coming forth into full view. So today, with their permission, an amazing group of leaders, entrepreneurs who are working and building their craft and doing some amazing, great things, said that I could share our conversation that we had this morning during our group talk. Okay, so we did this thing called strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So it's a SWOT analysis. And basically, it's just by design to let them know where they are right now. So this week or this call was based on the area of W, which is weakness. Now, I am not fond of the word weakness. However, I am aware of why we use that terminology because it means that we're not really strong in a certain area. So what I have challenged them is to not look at it as a weakness, but look at it as an opportunity to grow. Doesn't that sound much better? I love saying it that way because it kind of empowers you in a different way. So here's some of the common things that we talked about today. First was focus. We talked about balance, and then we talked about limiting beliefs. So what was interesting is that as they were talking, I remember being in that same space when I first was called to leadership because I realized that I was serving for a long time. And let me just tell you this, great leaders are those who have served. So you know what it's like to serve. So don't be afraid to take on that servitude position because one day you will be in leadership and others people will have to serve you. So that's just a humbling experience. And I'm always willing to serve. So anyways, I was telling them that in those areas, so first of all, we talked about focus. And we're talking about having the ability to be laser-like on one thing at a time. And that's very challenging because we have so many things happening. Now, each one of them, again, are entrepreneurs. So they have clients that they're working with. They have families. They have a lot going on in their personal lives. And exciting, great things are happening. And they're building their business. But they have difficulty in the areas of focus. And that's just because they have not been able to prioritize. So if you're looking or you're struggling with focus, I'm going to challenge you to start to prioritize. Get that list done. And it's funny because most of the time we do a to-do list when we should do a should-do list. Should do. Things that we need to do. And so we'll talk about that at another time. But basically in terms of focus, if you're struggling, you need to make sure that you get your list done and then find the thing that is most important, prioritize. Okay. So then the second thing was balance. Now, I laugh at balance because balance is a myth. So like balance and multitasking, all of those wonderful words that we use in organizational leadership and training and all that stuff, whatever. What's funny is multitasking is a myth. There's no such thing as multitasking effectively. And that's just me. Y'all can tell me, y'all can challenge me on that one, and that's okay. But for me, I was an incredible multitasker, but I wasn't effective. Because what was happening was I had 10 projects happening all at one time, and I thought I was doing well. So people would ask me to do something, I would jump on board. So I have 10 projects going on at the same time, but guess what? I was only giving 10% to each of them, which wasn't my best. Not compared to 100% that I could have been giving them, or at least 80% that I could have dedicated to one task at a time. So I was spreading myself too thin. So that multitasking, I was a jack of all trades and a master of none. So I realized that multitasking was not my friend. That balancing, that thing called balance, I don't even know what that is. It's more like a counterbalance because what I realize is that when I'm at work, I need to be focused on work. So that means that my personal or my family or those things are being neglected at that moment. So does it mean that I'm not taking care of them when the time is right? But it means at that moment, work is getting 100% of my time and my energy so I can stay focused. Then when I get home, when I'm spending time with my family, they get my focus. So I don't bring work home. I'm very intentional about doing that. And that's because I like the counterbalance, focusing my energy on what is important at that moment, and then everything else being off balance, and then shifting to the thing that's most important at the time. So I tell you to embrace counterbalance. You can have it. It's really important. And I've got some great tools that I can share with you and if you're struggling in that area. Okay, so what did I say? So then the last one was beliefs, our limiting beliefs and our systems are about limitation. Now, what's interesting is when we're looking at our limited beliefs, it's the things that we think, that we're thinking about, the things that we actually believe, the things that we're telling ourselves that are actually stopping us from doing the things that we have been called powerfully to do. They are blocking your progress, they are blocking your success, and they are blocking your calling, what you're called here and what you're put here on this earth to do, because you haven't been able to overcome that small little voice that's nipping at you and talking to you and telling you that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, that you can't have it. I don't care what those voices are saying to you. I don't care if it's other people saying it to you. You have to make sure that you change your belief system. How do you do that? I've got tools for that too, but a quick way to do it is stop thinking about the things that you're thinking about. Get rid of that stinking thinking. You ever heard an older person say, that's some stinking thinking? That means that that thinking is really, it's toxic to your brain. And if it's negative, you need to turn it around with things that are positive. So the moment you get a negative thought, instantly change it and say, you know what, I am ready, I am, powerful, I am smart, I am, whatever that affirmation needs to be for your life, you need to do that and take it on to get rid of those beliefs. So anyways, those were the 3 things that we talked about today. And as a leader, I'm going to challenge you today. If you're struggling with any of those, first, I want to hear about it. I want you to tell me what you're struggling with. I'm working on a new blog, y'all, and I'm so excited. There's so many great things that's happening, and you are just going to be in for a treat, because what I'm telling people to do, I'm launching into the deep, and I am emerging. I'm breaking forth in a whole nother way. But I need you. So I hear from leaders all the time. They're inboxing me. Thank you for the inbox. I'm reading your messages of encouragement, and I'm also reading your challenges. And so that's why I wanted to stop today to say, stop letting your weaknesses, your challenges, your opportunities to grow bully you. When you're with an emerging leader, you are in the no bully zone. So I need you to tell those things that are trying to bully you to stop, just to back up, to let them know that you are here, that you are serving notice to the world, that you got this. Everything you need is already inside of you. It's just a matter of you taking it on. So yeah, so no more bully. We're not doing that. That's not gonna work. Not here. So again, send me emails, send me inbox me. Go over to powertoemerge.com. Check out what we're doing. Let me know. Maybe you want to be a part of the Discovery Zone. We've got some more programs coming up. It'll be excited, but anyways, I want to hear what's going on with you. So go on Facebook, like us at Emerge with Latricia Chisholm. Let me know what's up, like us, and then tell me what the challenges are you're having. What are the weaknesses or the challenges that you're struggling with, so I can talk to them and address them, because I want to help you. So I want to thank my Discovery Zone team this morning for allowing me to share this message with everyone. Hey, listen, I love you guys, and I know that you have greatness in you, and I just want to see you break forth. So take care, have an amazing day, and let's get rid of all of those challenges, all those things that are stopping you, so that you can walk into your greatness. It's time. Just show up and be ready.